Subscribe, hype, like, click the notification bell and turn on all notifications. And donate with a super thanks donation in the comments section below for the unfiltered, unapologetic SeanzViewEnt, your home for WWE news, rumors, and backstage chaos. This is where gossip gets exposed around the clock. Now, here's your host, the brash SeanzViewEnt.
Three names, three prominent names, three very different situations, and one wild question the wrestling world is whispering heading into Clash in Italy this weekend. Could the WWE be about to move on from Rusev, Johnny Gargano, and Logan Paul? Whether it's a re-release or a storyline written to look like one, now stay with me because some of this is speculation, some of it is hearsay, and some of it is reading the tea levels of what just happened on Raw. But what you all need to be in line for, guys, but when you line all three men up side by side, the pattern is too interesting to ignore. So let's get right into the news. What is up, everybody? This is the Brash and the Brazen, your home for the WWE news, speculation, hearsay, gossip, innuendo. And viewers, I am actually taken aback. You know, there's a song being sung every week on Raw by one Joe Hendry. Paul, can we fire Logan Paul? All right, I'm not a singer. I never claimed to be one. I never looked like one. I never dressed up as one. I was never on American Idol. But this is what I do. I cut rants, I cut promos, I shoot from the hip. That is exactly what I do here on this very show to the appreciation of each and every one of you. Now, ladies and gentlemen, let's start off with the biggest name on this list that makes the most sense. On Raw, last night, on Netflix, Monday night, one half of used-to-be World Tag Team Champions, Logan Paul, suffered an injury angle on television. However, it wasn't an angle. It was legitimate. It was real. And right now, he is one of the best champions on that roster. He is part of the Vision along with Austin Theory, Braun Breaker, Paul Heyman, and Bronson Reed. Actually, we got big breaking news on Bronson Reed. Is Bronson Reed about to come back and go against the Vision? Yes, you heard that right. Is Bronson Reed about to go against the Vision? Now, here's the speculation about Logan Paul being released from the WWE. Logan Paul is a part-time performer with a massive outside commitment. Boxing, business, social media empire, YouTuber, in a TKO era obsessed with full-time value. A part-time holding tag team gold who is now injured and could be gone for somewhere from 3 to 6 months is the kind of thing that gets reevaluated. And if WWE wanted to write him off television to accommodate his schedule, an injury angle is the perfect storyline and device to do it. However, the injury is legitimate, is real, and it is natural. So could Logan Paul released be a storyline? Absolutely. The Vision could turn on him, much like they did Seth Rollins. Heyman could cut him loose. A kayfabe firing from the faction is the kind of dramatic TV that writes a part-timer off until he is available again. And it looks like a release, but it's just really creative working around a Hollywood schedule. On Raw, Rusev lost to Rey Mysterio in a number one contenders match for the Intercontinental title. He's been back in WWE, but without a defined direction, and he seemingly keeps losing and losing. This is not the Rusev from 2014, 2015, 2016. Hell, this isn't even the Rusev that got really over with Rusev Day. He's floating between feuds. He's directionless. No championship momentum and no clear story for the Bulgarian Brood, Rusev. Former United States champion of the world. A man that could have definitely been a world champion. In the current climax, over 30 wrestlers already were released this year. And a veteran without a creative direction is exactly the profile that TKO has been cutting. And here's the storyline version. Rusev has the perfect gimmick for a worked release. A frustrated, disgruntled veteran who feels disrespected by management is a story that books itself. He cuts a promo about being undervalued, walks out, and you've got weeks of compelling television that ends in a return or a betrayal for Rusev. Real release or storyline walkout, Rusev would fit both in my estimation. And then we go to Johnny Gargano. This one has a real emotional hook. DIY, his legendary tag team with Tommaso Ciampa, officially disbanded in January 2026. Gargano has been on the SmackDown roster, but like Rusev, without a major ongoing story. The speculation here is the most poignant. A beloved veteran, his iconic tag team broken up, drifting without direction in a cost-cutting era. That's the exact profile fans worry about, and the storyline version is heartbreaking gold. Gargano, lost without Ciampa, gets released or walks away in an emotional angle that could set up a huge return down the line, maybe even a DIY reunion, but it may not be in the WWE. So why would WWE do this specifically before Clash in Italy this Sunday on pay-per-view on ESPN? Because premium live events need stakes, and a wave of releases or walkouts, real or worked, creates uncertainty, drama, and water cooler buzz heading into the event WWE Clash in Italy this weekend. It gets people talking, it gets people watching, and in a year where TKO is generally cutting course, blurring the line between real releases and storyline releases is the kind of thing that keeps fans guessing. The genius of it, though, guys, when real releases are happening every week, a storyline release feels completely believable. Fans can't tell what's real anymore, and that uncertainty is exactly what makes the angle work under rumors, news, gossip, speculation, and hearsay. So here it is, ladies and gentlemen. Here it is. Logan Paul, Rusev, Johnny Gargano, 3 names, 3 situations, and 1 question heading into Clash in Italy. Real releases, storyline angles, a mix of both. I don't know for certain. Nobody outside the building does. This is speculation and hearsay, connecting the dots that may or may not connect. But the pieces are there. And ladies and gentlemen, I can tell you what, right now I'm going to be up front with you in 2026, with WWE blurring the lines between reality and storyline more than ever, nothing would surprise me. Because remember, nobody in the WWE is safe from being released or let go or fired. Tell me in the comment section, which one do you think would be the most likely to be released or gone? I want you to hit that like button, subscribe, click the bell, turn on all notifications. Every day we do multiple videos a day around the clock because we will not stop for the viewers, the fans, and the subscribers, because we truly do believe in each and every one of you. Could WWE do this? Could it be a WWE storyline release? 3 WWE stars who could be gone before Clash in Italy. Ladies and gentlemen, as you can see, there is a lot at stake. There is a lot on the line right here and right now. Also, according to the dirt sheets, the websites, and the newsletters, could we be seeing the resurgence of a brand new, fresh NWO in the WWE? Yes, you heard that right. Could we be seeing a fresh new NWO in World Wrestling Entertainment? You just never, ever know. This is what we do. We lay the groundwork for you. Ladies and gentlemen, who could be comprised? Who would be in the new NWO? Who would make their presence known? Because we all know that the original members, Scott Hall and Hulk Hogan, sadly and unfortunately are no longer with us, as they died and as they passed away. The only ones left from the original NWO are Kevin Nash and Eric Bischoff. Ladies and gentlemen, what's going to happen? The stakes are high. Clash in Italy is this weekend. Could the future turn into something so bright that WWE is going to wear shades? Plenty more to come. Subscribe for the brash one. Don't go anywhere.